What's good? 2 minute warning, football fury once again. It's a great week. We got a great show. I hope that we can keep this live, we can keep this hot, keep it going. At the end, we give you guys your picks. But I'll turn this over to Mo and Tim. What's going on, Mo? What's going on, Tim?
Was good. Was
What's good,
good.
Sean? Welcome back. Welcome back. Talking sports again. This is my favorite part of the day. We're gonna start off with the first quarter, Mo. We got Peyton Manning broke some records last Sunday night. They tortured the 49ers. He beat Brett Favre's touchdown record with 510 and then some.
Yeah.
Now, with all this, where do you see Peyton Manning ranked among the greatest of all time?
Honestly, I mean, I feel like his career needs to end first before we can say. I know a lot of people saying, "Oh, he's a GOAT. He's got this record. He's got that record." That's cool, but to me, it's all about winning. I mean,
you can't see your camera.
you
I don't
can't
know,
see.
your camera's going in and out, but continue.
It's all about winning to me. You gotta win, and winning in the regular season is great. You gotta win in the postseason. You gotta win the Super Bowl ring. Now I know a lot of people will say, "Oh, look at Trent Dilfer. He won a ring. Is he the GOAT because he got a ring?" No, it doesn't end with ring conversations, but they do play a factor. The fact that he's played in 3 Super Bowls and hasn't been good in really all of them. But I mean, like the one that he won, he was good. The one against the Saints, he threw it away, the game-sealing interception, and in the game against the Seahawks, he couldn't even get his team in the game.
Okay.
So it's just to the point where like that where I can't put him too far up. I mean, like obviously he's top five dead or alive, and that's just on one at LP. But I mean, but seriously, I don't know if I can put him number one all time. I would have to think, and I have to see what the criteria would be to have them go number one all time. Because like, oh, what are we doing in terms of just regular season wins, regular season records, postseason wins and postseason records? Are we doing it all together? You know what I mean? Like what's the criteria?
Well, now here's the thing. First of all, I've always said this. Rings is a team accomplishment. When Peyton Manning won his Super Bowl, the team was not called the Indianapolis Peyton Mannings. It was called the Indianapolis Colts. So let's get that out the way. Ring does not mean anything. I do, however, if you're gonna make the Hall of Fame, there's two things you gotta have: championships in your resume, and you also gotta have stats. Now, for Peyton Manning's sake, he is number 2 all time in the passing record. 66,812 yards is where he's at right now today. 71,838 yards is where Brett Favre's at. Peyton Manning can break this in the beginning of next season, or let's just see what happens the following year. Still early. He can break this record easy. He's going to be the number 1 all time in the passing yards and also the touchdown. Those are clearly the two most stats that stand out for a quarterback. He's a Hall of Famer. He got one ring. He got a championship in his resume. He's going to the Hall of Fame. He's the best right now of all time. Now, in my opinion, is he better than Brett Favre? Yes, he is. Okay, is he better than Dan Marino? By far. Okay, is he better than Drew Brees? What are we talking about? Peyton Manning right now is the best quarterback all time. Nobody here cannot argue that. You cannot argue that.
All right, well,
Can you Maurice?
there's there's like there's some things that I have to talk about like that. So what you're arguing about, especially when it comes to the stats. I don't really put too much stock in a lot of the quarterback stats that most people do because it's not all an individual effort. Like you say, it's a team game. Most of the passing stats aren't an individual effort. Passing yards are heavily based on the receivers or what the receivers do. Just same thing as passing touchdowns. Because think about it, if Peyton Manning throws a negative 1 yard completion in the backfield to Demaryius Thomas, and he runs it for 80 yards and a touchdown, in the box score, Peyton Manning just threw an 80-yard touchdown. So I mean, like, I don't really put too much stock in those in those stats because like it's too reliant on the other factors. Now,
Okay.
like, I actually looked at where Peyton Manning is like, I feel like football needs to do a better job in truly determining what the quarterback's contribution is because like passing yards is such a misleading stat because especially when you attribute yards after catch, like I just said, I mean that plays
Well,
a big factor
but-
on where you're throwing the ball. Because if you only throw a 2 yard pass and he runs for 80 yards and you get 82 2 yard pass for a touchdown, I mean, did he really throw for 82 yards?
Well, listen, he's not Donovan McNabb. Okay, McNabb did those things. Throw for a short pass and Westbrook took it to the house. He's
What?
not McNabb.
That's
Yeah,
what he does.
I said it. Yes, he's not McNabb. Okay, now if you want to get technical, how about this? QBR ratings. QBR rating is a stat where you actually can the quarterback deliver the football where he needs to be at.
Yeah.
He's above in the 90s. That's enough right there. And also the fact of the matter is that you got to look at his surrounding cast. The only thing Peyton Manning ever had, he got to the league. He had Marvin Harris. He had Reggie Wayne Marshall Faulk for 1 year, who was a Hall of Fame. Edgerrin James for like 2 years. He had Marvin Harrison. Reggie Wayne came after that. Marvin Harrison's gone. He created players. He made players better than what they are.
I mean, let's not. I mean, like that's dangerous to get into because I mean, like he did have some really good wide receivers over his career. I'm not saying at all that the receivers made him great. I'm saying that he had great, like you said, Marvin Harrison, great receiver. Reggie Wayne, great receiver. Pierre Garçon, when he first came in the league, great, well not great, but good receiver. Demaryius Thomas, great receiver. Julius Thomas, great receiver out of the tight end position. Austin Collie, great tight end. Like I mean, like that. He's had a lot of. He's been blessed with a lot of great receivers, and what we credit Tom Brady for is the opposite of him. Oh well, Tom Brady doesn't have the like all these weapons, and he's doing what he's doing, right? But Peyton does have all of these weapons though.
Wait a minute. You're saying that Tom Brady has no weapons?
No, I'm not saying Tom Brady has no weapons. Tom Brady does have weapons. That's one of the biggest myths that people say. I said people like to say that.
Okay.
I think because he has like as we both think he has one of the best tight ends in the league. So I mean, so it's like that whole he doesn't have any weapon stuff. He's got Gronkowski. That's really all you need, pretty much. Like so, I don't think that like I'm saying, I'm not saying that receivers made Peyton Manning who they were, or who he is at all. I'm saying that, but having good and great receivers along the way definitely helped out. I mean, I feel like the whole argument, oh, well, this quarterback can make that receiver. You can't really do that. I mean, over a consistent amount of time
How about the system?
With any random player.
Okay, but Maurice, how many quarterbacks are able to do what Peyton Manning does at the line of scrimmage? Changing plays, reading.
It should be all of them. It should be.
No.
It should be. It should be all.
You saying should, but hold on. You saying should? We're talking about right now. Who does that? He's the only one who could do that good. That good. He calls his own play. You don't even need an offensive coordinator when Peyton Manning goes to a team. You don't even need that. He's your coordinator right there. He does everything so great. He's a unique quarterback that you would never ever see who could change plays at the line of scrimmage and create plays. He does that.
Well, yeah. I mean, that is great, and that's one. And that's one of the things he does that doesn't quantify in the stats. But right. I mean, how I feel is that all quarterbacks should be able to do. All quarterbacks should be able to read a deep defense and be able to see, hey, look, the blitz is coming. Let me check out of this run and throw a quick slant. I mean, now there's certain quarterbacks in the league who've been granted privilege from the head coach or the coordinators to change plays or or to flip plays or move around like or call audibles. That I feel like all quarterbacks should do that because it's just you're setting it in the hindsight, you're setting yourself back by not allowing your quarterback to read the defense, see that the play that's called is terrible to play, but I'm going to run it anyway. It's just it's silly to me.
I want to ask you this then. Where is Peyton Manning on your list? If I can say, give me 4 quarterbacks all time that you have seen. Where is he on your list?
I think I got him. I still got him behind Montana, just because like the dude won more. I mean, you could say, oh well,
Montana, but we talking about
he won more.
He had weapons.
But Peyton Manning had weapons too. But Peyton Manning had weapons too. I'm not saying none of those were Jerry Rice. I'm not saying those were Jerry Rice, but Peyton Manning had weapons too. And plus, like if you want to you can't say that Peyton Manning is the smartest quarterback. He does all this stuff on the line. He does all this that other quarterbacks don't do, and then try to discredit other people for having an advantage at the wide receiver position because Peyton should be making up for that. Am I right? I mean, he should make up for that.
All right, let me ask you this.
Wow.
Is Peyton Manning the best quarterback in the league right now today?
No. And you know who I'm going to say because I've been saying it all the time.
Not Eli. I know you want to say Eli Manning.
I'm not saying wow. I'm not saying. I wouldn't even troll like that. Right? I wouldn't even troll that hard.
All right, who's the best quarterback?
I'm taking Aaron Rodgers over Peyton Manning. Right now.
Are you kidding me?
I've been saying this for the longest time. Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in the league right now. Man.
Why?
Because he's just as accurate, and he can make more plays with his legs, and he has a much better arm. I mean, like what is there not to like about him? And he throws they thrown the same amount of touchdowns this year. They have around the same completion percentage, and Aaron Rodgers throws less picks with a worse line than Denver.
Listen,
and not as much weapons.
Listen, Aaron Rodgers this year, I'm not gonna discredit him, but this year he told the team to relax.
18-1.
RELAX, relax. Let me ask you this: when you're a championship quarterback, championship quarterbacks try to repeat every year. This man made one show and have not seen the lights at all. Not ever again. Ever again. Okay? He does choke sometimes. When he gets touched in that backfield, he loses his mind. He throws picks, he takes sacks. Let's keep it real. Peyton Manning will pick apart a defense like nothing. This kid, Aaron Rodgers, come on, against the Giants in the playoff.
You know what?
He gets charged. He already fumbling the ball. Come on, listen.
Okay. So since you want one to put it like that,
come on, man.
If you traded Aaron Rodgers for Peyton Manning today, straight up, and you put Peyton Manning behind Green Bay's line, and you put Aaron Rodgers behind the Broncos line,
I'll tell you this right now. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Listen. I'll tell you this right now. He's not getting sacked because he gets rid of the football. He puts everybody in position where they need to be at. That's the thing. Aaron Rodgers, listen.
This here ends the quarter.
We can do this next time, man. Next time.
That's going to get like brought up again.
That should be a quarter.
Man.
Who's better, Aaron or Peyton?
That's going to get brought up again.
You know what? I did have a feeling that he wanted to say Eli, Sean. For some reason, I know he wanted Eli. But we're gonna move on to the second.
Just at the highest pick average. That has to be something, right?
But in the second quarter, all right, we got Sean. I don't want you to get offended by this or be pissed off, but
I know it's coming.
What's wrong with the former champions, the Seattle Seahawks? I'm going to let you start, Maurice. What's wrong with this team? Is this team for real? Is it something they're just going through right now, like a phase or something? What's going on?
I think that I want to say that it's a phase, but I don't think it's actually a phase. I think it's not that the defense is being exposed or Seattle's being exposed. They're still a good team. It's just that the defense has lost a step. The defense is giving up 9 more points per game this year than they did last year.
Okay.
If you give up that much more points per game, especially when you consider how much points that they actually lost their games by this year, they lost by 6 to San Diego, I believe. They lost by 7 to Dallas, and they lost by 7, I believe, to St. Louis, right?
No, that's 2. It was 2 points.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Oh.
2 points.
Yeah.
2 points to St. Louis. So if you
watch your mouth next time, Sean.
If you take away that 9-point difference that the defense is giving up, they win all those games. So I feel like it's just that the defense might have lost a step. Maybe they are missing Browner more than they thought they would. And especially in the Dallas game where Maxwell got hurt and they had to bring in a new backup corner, and Dallas took advantage of that. So maybe they're hurting at that position. Apparently at the tight end position is killing Seattle right now. Tight ends are killing Seattle right. Tight ends account for most of the touchdowns against Seattle's defense. So that right there is something to look at as why they can't guard the tight end position all of a sudden. And to be pointed out, and now Ismo isn't running it as well. Like they're starting to bottle him up more. Maybe he's on the decline. I don't know. Russell Wilson, I will say this: after losing Golden Tate and now after losing Percy Harvin, Russell Wilson has somehow gotten better. He just set a record on Sunday for 300 passing yards and 100 rushing yards as a QB, the first QB to ever do that. So I mean, it's like you can point to, it's like you can literally point to every position but Russell Wilson at this second. I mean, I don't know. I feel like if they can get the defense tighten back up and the running game going again, they can start winning again. But as of right now, they just ran into some bad matchup problems.
I will also have to add, I think the O-line is falling apart too.
Yeah, the O-line is which contributes to the lack of running game.
But now here's the thing. This is just me. First of all, they're not the Legion of Boom no more. All right. As from NFL Chocolate, they're the Legion of. All right. So here's the thing. Here's what I see about Seattle. First of all, the NFL right now is against bullying. Last year they bullied every team they faced. They did greatly. Bully every team. They went to the Super Bowl. They bullied Peyton Manning badly. We all witnessed that. What, 48 to what? 3? 10?
43 to 8.
Oh, 43 to 8. Come on, Sean. You should have known that. 43 to 8. All right? So, last year, they bullied everybody, and they won. This year, they came with the same attitude. But see, all the teams got better. They stood up to Seattle, and they got bullied. It started off with them going to San Diego Chargers. They played San Diego. Phillip Rivers went all over them. He tortured them. Now, every NFL team was like, a lot of analysts came out and said, you know what? That's Seattle on the road. They're not the same Seattle once they're home. Here comes my Cowboys. We go there. The O-line bullies the whole defense. We go nuts on them. Now, they go to the Rams. And I picked the Rams last week to win this game. I picked the Rams. And, the title of that football game.
Yeah, but you know what?
Hey, I'm still talking, Sean.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Talk. I thought you was done. Finish.
The title of that Rams and Seattle game was called A Special Moment. You know why? Because it was nothing but special teams. The two biggest special team plays that beat Seattle. Go with the first one. They kick the ball off. The whole team goes to the right side. The Seattle Seahawks, the Legion of not Legion of Boom, the Legion of Duh. Everybody goes to the right, but the returners come from the left side. Easy 80-something yard touchdown. Then on top of that, now you got Richard Sherman. He's guarding the third receiver. So he swaps the ball at the third receiver, putting on height. The Rams are at their own 15-yard line. Their own 15-yard line. And this is the biggest balls you got to have. A fake punt. The punter completes a first down to Cunningham. The Rams win the game. I'm sorry. This Seattle Seahawks team is not a football team. They are the new disaster waiting to happen. The favorite word from Stephen A. Smith. Disaster waiting to happen. They trade Percy Harvin to the Jets. They have no legitimate threat on the offensive side of the ball. All you have is Marshawn Lynch. Who's scared of him now? We're not scared of him. We'll just put 8 men in the box, tackle you all day long. Because Russell Wilson, you're going to have to run for a buck and change every game. You're going to have to. I'm not going to rely on Paul Richardson, a rookie. Doug Baldwin, especially when Doug Baldwin got bullied by Percy Harvin. That's the worst coming out of the locker room. I don't want
27 points. He had 27 points. Doug Baldwin had 27 points on my fantasy bench this week. I'm pissed. I'm pissed.
Listen, they're going to Carolina. They're going to Carolina where Carolina defense is, they're a little more meaner than the Rams. Right? They're a little more meaner than the Rams. I say better, just meaner. And I'm going to tell you this.
Trash.
I'll tell you ahead of time, Seattle will lose a third straight. They have no offensive weapons to compete against the other opposing team's offense. They cannot go score to score.
But go to score with who? With Carolina? Carolina has no offense.
Listen.
They were.
Let me ask you this. Carolina put up 37 points on offense against the Bengals in their house. When was the last time the Seattle Seahawks put up 37 points this year? I'll wait.
So put up the 30-something points, like in the opening game.
Against who?
Against Green Bay, which is a better defense.
All right.
It's a better defense than Cincinnati. And Cincinnati just got blown out with 27 and nothing.
Ever since that, what have they done? Nothing. Who? Let me ask you this, Maurice. Is Doug Baldwin going to get 1,000 yards or close to it? Now he's the number one receiver.
I hope so. He's on my fantasy team.
He's been on the team for 3 years. 3 years is his third year.
Yeah.
When you're on the team for 3 years, you must have an upper leg than everybody else.
He's not a good receiver. like that. That's why. This is why I don't understand. This is why I don't understand the Percy Harvin trade. You know that Baldwin and Curse are not good receivers. You know that Seattle can be very one-dimensional without Harvin, and they're just gonna run the ball all day. So if you know
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. But Mo, it's right there. This team is not tough. Percy Harvin is a tough individual. It's been said. He's going to guys' face. And mind you, there was reports when he got traded, the defensive players didn't even want to get on the bus. To me, he might be of a Steve Smith type of individual, a guy who would tell you to your face if you're doing something wrong. And these guys are too their investment. Maybe Russell Wilson, maybe Doug Baldwin was one of them he stepped to. These guys cannot handle a guy like that. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. When a guy like Richard Sherman, you got so much mob, all this talking junk. That Dallas game, you was like a puppy. You was a puppy. You're supposed to talk junk throughout the whole game, especially when you see competition coming your way. When you go up against one of the top receivers in the league like Des Bryant, you wanna prove a point. But against a third receiver, a slot receiver, you're the man. You want to show off. This is what I'm talking about. And Michael Robinson, NFL Network, said it best. Percy Harvin takes no nonsense. Because if he was a problem, I'm pretty sure the Jets would have took him. And mind you,
the Jets would have took him, especially if he was a problem. You know that.
But listen, Idrick, their GM, was part of that coaching staff in Seattle. So he knows what he's getting with. All this report about what happened in Minnesota. And listen, if you're a losing team, I don't want to hear about it. Nobody likes to lose. But now, you look at Seattle. Look how they play. I understand where Harvin was coming from. He don't like the way he was being utilized.
Yeah, you know what? To be honest, I don't like the way he was being utilized either because he's on my fantasy team. You know, he was getting more points in the beginning of the season, and then they started using him all weird. They stopped kind of using him after the Washington game, and then like he fell off the place of planet. I mean, like, what are you doing? Like you got one of the most dynamic. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna.
You're selfish.
I'm extremely.
You talk about your fantasy. You're selfish.
I'm extremely selfish. I got money on the line. All right. So
ever since you beat me in fantasy, you've been very selfish lately, man. I gotta check that, man.
I got money on the line, man. I gotta win. So I mean, like, look, all you gotta do, like, you got one of the most dynamic players in the league. The dude at Florida was a hybrid running back, wide receiver. He was supposed to change the game. Guys like him were supposed to change the game. So use him hey, he can run, rush him out of the backfield from time to time. They did on the jet sweep. That you can run him on fly patterns, on slants. He's good in a punt return game and a kick return game. Use him. Like, I don't get it. You traded the King's ransom for this guy. You traded a first round, a fourth round, and a seventh round pick for one guy who's had injury problems his whole career. So that should tell you how dynamic of a player he is and how important of a player he is. You gotta use him. You gotta use him to his full ability.
So let me ask you this. We got October 28th is the trading deadline. All right.
Right.
You're the GM of the Seattle Seahawks. How do you improve this team right now going forward? Going forward, what would you do to improve this team?
Well, I mean, like the defense should be fine. You know, they just need a little bit more time. I'm the judge to gel up. But on time the offense, you gotta replace Percy Harvin. I mean, obviously, like I just said, he's a really dynamic player. You can't really just bring in another Percy Harvin. So you got to get another wide receiver out there. Like, to be honest, like, I know it might be a long shot, or you might have to give up a few things. I would try to trade within the division to get a Larry Fitzgerald, to be honest, because that's another guy that just doesn't get errors. Like, Larry Fitzgerald is the best decoy in the NFL. He never gets targeted. I don't know, like, maybe they know something that I don't know. He never gets targeted. He never gets used. You know he's got one out of Arizona by now because he doesn't get utilized. He doesn't get burned at all. So I mean, if Arizona will be willing to part for him, like they could trade. They could swing some of those picks to get to maybe like you can get a third, fourth round pick. I would make that move for Larry Fitzgerald, a third or fourth round pick for a good quarterback like Russell Wilson to throw to on the outside. I'd make that trade in a heartbeat. You
know what I would do? I would trade Russell Wilson for Eli Manning.
That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. Okay,
I'm trolling hard right now.
That's ridiculous. I'm sorry. Clarence told me that. I'm trolling. Nah, but being serious, what I would do is I would look around the league. You know, Maurice, you're right. You got Larry Fitzgerald. He definitely wants to win, but he's in a winning situation right now with the Cardinals. So I would take out that move right off the bat. The 49ers got a lot of receivers over there they can use, but again, same division, and they still fighting for the division as well.
Yeah.
I would definitely go to the AFC. You have a guy in Houston who's not happy over there, and I would trade for Andre Johnson. Andre Johnson is where I will go to trade. Another move I'm gonna tell you right now. This is a surprise move right here, y'all. I would go to the Cleveland Browns and trade for Josh Gordon, his rights. That's what I would do. I would give. They've been wanting to give it to Josh Gordon. I would give a first round pick.
I feel like you shouldn't do it.
Or second round pick and get Josh Gordon on Seattle. Hold him up until he's eligible to come back and play. And then utilize him. That'll be the best thing they can do. Because right now,
here's the quarter.
Wait, hold on. I gotta say, I feel like you shouldn't trade for Seattle. Shouldn't trade for Josh Gordon. I'm not saying he's not a good receiver. He's a really good receiver when he's on the field. Just that he has a lot of weed problems, and the state of Washington, weed is legal. So you know he's gonna be high all the time. I want you to know he's gonna be high all the time.
Listen. Guess what? He eats, they eat, everybody's happy.
He gonna be. They gonna be mad. That watch. He gonna get into Marshawn Lynch skittle reserve, man. Turmoil. It's gonna be turmoil.
You're gonna have none but the sweets. Remember the sweets.
All right, we're going to the next quarter.
All right, yo. We got the third quarter. We got Maurice. We're gonna pick two teams apiece. All right. One's gonna be for pretender and contender. Okay, here's my thing. My pretender is the Indianapolis Colts. Okay. My reasoning is that I don't trust Andrew Luck. He has a lot of turnovers, even though they've been on a good winning streak. They beat a lot of bad teams.
Yeah, exactly.
They beat a lot of bad teams. They lost to Philly. You were 0-2. You get Jacksonville, 40 points on Jacksonville, 40 points on Tennessee. You came close with Baltimore over a call. I'm not feeling the coach right now. Still, Andrew Luck still turn over the ball. He's still trying to get the ball to Reggie Wayne and not utilize everybody on offense. What was the purpose of getting Hakeem Nicks as your third receiver if you're not even going to look at him? This is called the Reggie Wayne show. The man just came back from an injury, ACL injury.
Yeah. He's
still trying to come along, utilize all your weapons.
Maybe hurt
right, and the coach don't have a strong running game.
No.
It's diminishing. Bradshaw, I believe, is hurt. Am I correct?
I think he's missing a game.
I believe, yeah. So Trent Richardson carrying the load. Listen, is back to square one like last year. Last year, Trent Richardson could not carry the load. To me, they're pretenders right now.
Yeah. My pretender, my first pretender has got to be the Cincinnati Bengals. You know, I mean, like, I know people were like, "Oh, you are down on them." What did I say? What did I say about the Cincinnati Bengals? They are a great team, whether at home or when they're on the road against divisional opponents. What happens when they play a team on the road against non-divisional opponents?
How dare you?
Beat down in Foxborough, beat down in Indianapolis. So I mean, it's just to the point where, okay, a lot of people say, okay, well, they were young team before, they're better now, they're going to show them now. When are they going to show up? When are they going to win these games? Because now it's becoming a pattern. Now it's becoming their thing where they are great at home, they're unbeatable there, but you can't win on the road against non-divisional opponents, which those games matter on in terms of playoff season.
Injuries though.
Yeah, but I'm saying, look who they already lost to. They lost to the Patriots, and they already lost to Indianapolis Colts. Those are two teams that are probably going to make, because of their weak divisions, are going to make the playoffs. And because now they have tiebreakers over you, now you're unless you run away with the rest of the conference, you're going to be playing wild card weekend now, because one of those teams will have the second seed. Because they're definitely going to have the first one. One of those teams will probably have the second one because they have a tiebreaker over you because you couldn't get it done. So that means you have to go on the road again for in the second round of playoffs where you struggle. So it's to the point where, when are you going to win on the road? To me, that's my biggest test for Cincinnati. I like that team. I think they are a good team. But until they win on the road against non-divisional opponents, I can't trust them as far as I can throw it.
Well, it's hard for me. It's hard to say the Bengals are pretenders because they haven't had AJ Green, the top receiver for the past 3 or 4 weeks, man. That's big. That is very big, man. So, they
had him against New England, though.
I mean, yeah, but he got hurt. Well, no, but he got hurt. He didn't play the full game. Giovanni Bernard has been banged up last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna disagree that you got to overcome that. Injury is part of the football game. Next man, I agree with you. But when you have your major guy there, for somebody to replace him, it's gonna take time for that person to filling those big shoes, man. And Mohamed Sanu, he looks good, but he's not AJ Green.
But look at what you just said about how your pretender was like the Indianapolis Colts, and like they got injuries as well. But
who's in the Colts?
The Brad Bradshaw is injured, and like
last week.
Yeah, but they played him last week, and they played him last week. And they were 27-0. I mean,
listen. You want to know what I'm sick and tired of? I am sick and tired, especially some of the guys in 2-minute warning, when they want to compare Andrew Luck to Russell Wilson. Look at the receiving core. Look at the offense. If you put Russell Wilson on this offense, he's going to go bananas.
Yeah.
We could pass for 300 yards with nobody. Ain't run for 100 and change.
Exactly.
And weapons, he's going to go off. Andrew Luck got Reggie Wayne, a first-round receiver. T.Y. Hilton, a second-round receiver who's playing like a first-round guy. You got Hakeem Nicks as your third receiver, but your fourth option, he's a former first-round pick and can carry the number one spot if he had to. You got two tight ends who are good, Dwayne Allen and Fleener. What more do you need, Andrew?
Not to mention Ahmad Bradshaw leads the league for running backs and receiving touchdowns.
Okay, so, I mean, let's keep this real. What more does Andrew Luck need? I mean, Jesus, you have a good last name in case you do something magical, Andrew Luck. There's something good. I mean, let's keep it real. The man got everything around him. He has no reason to fail. Reason to fail. So, but when I see you making mistakes that are your mistakes, and you don't know how to spread the field the right way, guess what? In my book, you're a pretender. You're not there yet. You're not there. You was given the shoes to replace Peyton Manning in that house. You're not ready yet. You're nowhere near Peyton Manning's level.
Oh, no. So,
I'm going to go to a contender.
Yeah.
Oh, listen. Hold on, please. This is my wine right here. My Contenders is a team that is proving everybody wrong every week. My Contenders is a team that has the most talked about quarterback all over the place, and now all the haters are hiding. My Contenders is a team with a running back who's about to make history in a couple of weeks, the Dallas Cowboys. That's right. The sign behind me, the Dallas Cowboys.
Shocker.
I'm so surprised.
Hey. I know. Listen, I was going to say the Giants, but, we beat them last week. Listen, do you know how that felt when the Giants tried an 8-man front with the DeMarco Murray last week? And then we just thought of Des Bryant. We thought of Gavin Escobar. Romo looked just crispy out there. All right, we can't run. All right, we'll just pass it and go back to the run after it. Did you see how the no-name defense was it stripping these boys, taking candy from a baby? Taking candy from a baby. Did you see that?
Hell yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't want to hear about the Denver Broncos. They're passing the ball 24/7. They can't run. Listen, they're not going to make it in December with Ronnie Hillman running the football. They're not.
Oh, no.
They're not. DeMarco Murray, he's the new beast in the East. The new Marshawn ain't the beast no more, Sean. He's a cat. He's a kitty cat. DeMarco Murray is the new beast. My Dallas Cowboys are the Contenders.
All right. My contender is a guy who need no introduction. The guy who they started off real slow, but then this quarterback told you to RELAX.
Oh, God.
Talking about the Green Bay Packers, definitely contenders out here. Since they started off the season 1-2, they are now 5-2, and they are beating teams soundly. Their defense is actually playing now. They gel together. You can never count on Don Campbell's defense for too long. They just needed time to mess. Julius Pepper's first time ever playing linebacker in his life. So I mean, there was going to be some growing pains. He finally seems to be gelling into that role. Clay Matthews is still a monster. AJ Hawk is there making plays in the middle. Their defense line is holding up a lot better than I thought it would without BJ Raji. And of course, like they have the same ball hawking secondary as they always do. I think they're at the top if they're not lead the league in the interception. So I mean, so like I love their defense is stepped all the way up. Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers. Like we already talked about Aaron Rodgers in the first quarter, but Aaron Rodgers, he's just making plays that's unbelievable. He's driving his team. Whatever he needs to do to get his team the W, he gets the team the W. And to be honest, I feel like he's trying to duel Peyton Manning this season. It seems like however much touchdowns Peyton Manning has in the game, Aaron Rodgers has the same amount, or just maybe one more or one less. That's why they both have 18 touchdowns right now.
Can I ask you a question?
Only thing, Aaron Rodgers only has one interception that came in the first game of the season. Has not thrown an interception since.
I'm not gonna hate on Green Bay because they are playing exceptionally good. I mean, they're doing things very good. Jordy Nelson's having a great year. You know, he's leading all receivers in yards.
Yeah.
Devontae Adams not showing as a rookie. The defense is getting better. But they haven't beaten nobody that I'm impressed with. They haven't beat anybody that I'm impressed with. That's what I'm looking for. For you to be my contender, I gotta see you beat somebody that, wow. You understand? So they lost to Seattle.
Yeah.
Like nothing. You know. So I mean, yeah. Who have they beaten they're so good?
I mean, they've beaten Chicago, who went into San Francisco and beat the 49ers.
The 49ers is not. They just got trash the other day.
Well, yeah, they got trash the other day because the defense is suspect to be honest. And like Jim Harbaugh is on the way. We have the door, but I mean, like it's the way I see it is that obviously you can only play the people on your schedule. You know they didn't.
That is true. That is true.
They didn't make their schedule, but they capitalized on because like that Minnesota game, like they came through and it just straight demolished them. Like it was no contest at all. And the fact that like they went to like Miami took it to them. That was when the defense was kind of struggling. Miami is not that bad of a team this year. I'm not saying they're great, but they're not that. They're a good team. So the fact that like Miami took it to the defense, and then Aaron Rodgers came back and responded with that last second touchdown. I mean, like that's. I mean, I don't need any more else. Like I can see them like, and because of the division that they play in, like Minnesota is no good. Detroit, don't be fooled by them. Like the drop is coming, and Chicago is starting to look not that good either because they just lost them.
Listen,
So I know they can run. I predicted them to win the division anyway at 10-6, but now they might run away with the division and
I believe so.
For that first round bye. You do not want to go to Green Bay to for a playoff game in January. It is not fun.
Well, this here ends the quarter.
All right, we go to the fourth quarter with the NFL picks, Mo. All right. Now, for the first game, we have Thursday night football. We have the San Diego Chargers at the Denver Broncos. Now, here's the thing. I got the Broncos winning this football game because they're home. It'll be a nice 10-day off. It'll feel just like another bye if they win this game before they play the next one. If the Chargers lose this game, though, they're gonna drop to the bottom of the power rankings. They can't lose this game. They gotta win this game. This is a big division game. If the Chargers want to get this division, you gotta be Broncos. You gotta steal this one. But I have the Denver Broncos winning this game.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Like this is a must-win game for for the Chargers. Even though like it's like not even halfway through the season yet. Technically, this is a must-win game because right now they're a game like a half game back behind Denver just because the Denver already had a bye. So like they both have five wins. San Diego's got two. I like to be honest. I think Cincinnati is going to win this game. And
Really?
I think
Wow.
because I don't think they're going to lose two in a row. Like they dropped one shockingly to Kansas City. They shouldn't have lost that game. I feel like they're going to come back. They're going to be angry. They're going to try to catch Denver leaning. You know, they're still coming off that high.
They did it last year.
They're still coming off that high. You know, Peyton Manning's got the record. Blah blah. It's a short week. You know. So I feel like they can come in there and they can sneak one and try to steal one from them.
They certainly did last year. Last year they came in there and scored one. All right, we have the Detroit Lions versus the Atlanta Falcons in London. So it's like a home game for both teams. I have the Falcons winning this game. Your Falcons, Maurice. I'm believing in your Atlanta Falcons, Maurice. Your Falcons is to come out win this football game. I'm calling it.
Oh yeah.
Matty Ice, but busy, and Julio Jones, our fantasy receiver, he'll produce.
Yeah, I definitely think like Atlanta's going to win in this game. They like I said, the Lions aren't a good team to begin with. I know Atlanta's not either, but I feel like our offense is much better than theirs, and our defense should be able to get to the quarterback. At least put some type of pressure on him because Matthew Stafford gets terrible once you get a little bit of pressure on him. So it should be able to. Plus, I don't know if Calvin Johnson is going to play or not.
He's not playing.
Calvin Johnson might not play. He might not even make the trip. So I mean, yeah, taking Atlanta.
Well, listen, newsflash. Calvin Johnson did make the trip. He did make the trip. He's flying with them.
Okay.
But what's going to happen is he's going to go on the field. He's going to stretch out. He might see, he might feel a little cramp in his toe. He's going to transform into Booby Kitty Tron. And there you go. He's not going to play. and there goes my fantasy right there. He's not playing Sunday. All right, we got the Buffalo Bills visiting Percy Harvin and the New York Jets. Now, it's been reported that Percy Harvin is going to have a small role in the offense for loneliness. The Jets are going to win this game. Percy Harvin will have 100 yards this game receiving, whether it's doing trickery or up in the air. He'll get 100 yards.
Well, the Jets are actually 7 for the last 9 against the Buffalo Bills, which is actually surprising. But the Jets are dumpster fire, and Percy Harvin being there isn't going to be enough to save them. The Bills have a good enough defense to contain Percy Harvin, or at least slow him down. So I definitely would take the Bills to win this game. The Jets will lose their 7th in a row.
Nah. We're going to see about that, Maurice.
Yeah, we're going to see.
We got the Baltimore Ravens at the Bengals. All right, listen, Mo. I'm picking the Ravens to win this game. Listen, I'm not agreeing with you that the Bengals are this bad, man. All right? It's just that they don't have A.J. Green, and it's hard. But yeah. Baltimore is going to win this game. I see it.
You know, the Bengals are at home, right? So, I mean, like, normally I would take the Bengals, no question asked, but they already stole one from the Ravens. Like you said, no AJ Green. Baltimore has been on a roll as of late. I want to say Baltimore as well. You know, I think Joe Flacco continues like the hot play. He had two picks against Atlanta last week, which is surprising because Atlanta has no defense. But yeah, so I mean, I feel like he can they should win this game. On the road.
All right. We have the Seattle Seahawks. The Seattle Seahawks. I'm sorry, Sean. The Seattle Seahawks at the Carolina Panthers. Listen, I was right for the Dallas game. I was right last week when they played the Rams. 3 times the charm. 3rd time's the charm. They're gonna lose to the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers will win this game.
Your streak is about to
In
run out.
Carolina, nah.
Your streak gonna run out because Carolina is not a good team. I told you that in the offseason.
And New England, baby.
Not a good team. Like they will right the ship. They will win this game, and it'll be a tough game, but they're gonna win this game. I need Carolina to lose.
Cam Newton's gonna win this game for them. Watch Kelvin go crazy. Watch Kelvin Benjamin go nuts over Richard Sherman. Now you have a big receiver just your size. You're gonna see that. All right, we got the Chicago Bears at the New England Patriots. Now listen to this. The Patriots at home. Okay.
Right.
We heard about Brandon Marshall calling out Jay Cutler. He called out the whole team. If I'm a Bears player, I will be scared to make this trip if the Bears lose this game against the Patriots with Brandon Marshall there. That boy is going to go nuts. Yeah. I have the Bears, I have the Patriots winning this football game.
You know, I have the Patriots winning this game too. I mean, it's just, I don't see, like, the Bears are just, there's something wrong with them. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it. There's something wrong because they have the offense to score more points and they have the defense to stop other teams from scoring that many points. But for some reason, they're not doing either. I don't know what's wrong with them. It's got to be something in their heads. But New England is the wrong place to go to when you're trying to figure out what kind of team you are. You know, so you're not going to win there. So yeah, I got the.
And did you hear today that Bill Belichick he told Darrell Reeves to go home?
Yeah, because he was late for practice. He's talking about practice. Not a game. Practice.
You know what? Listen, I wouldn't want to do that when he has to face Brandon Marshall and Jeffrey Sunday. That's
Yeah, that's like. I mean, yeah, you got Reavers and you got Browner. You know, they're two top cornerbacks, but you need all the practice you can get when Brandon Marshall.
That's it.
Jeffrey coming to town.
All right, we got the Houston Texans at the Tennessee Titans. Jadeveon Clowney will make his debut. That's all I gotta say. Listen, I think if you bring him on slowly, don't just make him start coming on third downs, pass rush, get his groove a little bit going. I have the Texans winning this football game.
I have the Titans winning this game.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I have the Titans win this game. I have no faith in the Texans. Like, I said it repeatedly, and people fought me over it. Drafting Clowney was a mistake. Okay, Clowney was a great prospect. They did not need a defensive end. They needed a quarterback and needed some depth at wide receiver and running back position. They didn't need Clowney. And as you see right now, Clowney is leading the league in sideline jokes told. Because he hasn't even been in the game. So I mean, like I said, Patrick is not a great quarterback. I don't like Fitzpatrick as a quarterback. It's just not. It wasn't a good pickup. They botched it from the start. They deserve to
lose. I want to cut it short real fast, but there was nobody else to draft that was really better than Clowney with the first pick overall. Exactly. I mean, unless they traded backwards.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. You trade backwards. You know, like you do exactly what St. Louis did with the RG3 pick because they didn't want anybody in that draft. And look what they got. They got a king's ransom for an RG3 pick. Imagine what the Texans could have got for Clowney. He was the number one consensus pick.
I think Clowney. I think going forward, he's your sound.
Everybody wasn't sold on RG3, and look what St. Louis got for him. Imagine what they could have got with Clowney.
Okay, you guys got to wrap it up.
All right, we got the Miami Dolphins visiting the Jacksonville Jaguars. I got Miami winning this game. Their defense will be too good for the Jaguars offense. Blake Bortles still going through the rookie curve. And the only bright side was Johnson, the former quarterback from Michigan. He's playing running back. They did stay in last week, $127, but Miami's defense would be too much. So I got Miami winning this football game.
I got Jacksonville winning this game. Jacksonville is feeling themselves. Like because they got their first win. They came out looking good. Shout out to that dude Juke. Like his team finally on the map. So like
Right.
like they got that little bit of confidence in them. They can carry that over. Like Jacksonville is not a terrible team. Like their record is a lot worse than what the team they really are. So I feel like they can win that. They should be able to win that game at home against an in-state opponent.
All right. We got the Rams at the Chiefs. Chiefs is a hard place to play at.
Yeah.
Very hard. Austin Davis had his game of his career when beating the Seattle Seahawks last week.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see this happening twice. Going to Kansas City. Kansas City win this football game handsomely.
Yeah. I have a Kansas City winning this game pretty easily as well. But did you hear about Jamal Charles avoiding protocol like on concussion thing? I mean, like they should probably get that checked out. He's not supposed to be able to avoid. Yeah, that's the next NFL. We'll be talking about that next week. We'll be talking about that next week.
Listen, I got him on my fantasy release. I'm trying to trade him out of my fantasy. All right, we got the Minnesota Vikings visiting. We got the Minnesota Vikings visiting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I got the Bucs winning this game. They do for a good win at home. Minnesota is still trying to put the pieces together. McKinnon will do good, but I got the Bucs at home.
What a horrible game! What a horrible game! Like who's gonna watch this game? Like Quavo's gonna watch this game all by himself. But
yo, don't call it.
No, my brother, a Buck fan, he be watching that too.
There's only two of y'all. So I mean, I think the Vikings will win this game. They're gonna right the ship. Apparently Teddy Bridgewater does really well against terrible defenses. Tampa Bay is a terrible defense. So I mean, I feel like it's surprisingly that'll be like one of the more interesting games.
You never know. Listen, as long as it's not Thursday night football, we good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We good with that. Sure. All right. We got the Philadelphia Eagles at the Arizona Cardinals. This is going to be a good game, and I'm going to tell you this: I got Arizona winning this football game. They're going to expose Philly up and down the field. Nick Foles will be getting touched. The Cardinals will win this game.
I agree. I like Cardinals at home. If it wasn't for Green Bay, they would have been my picks to be a contender. That do not think that 5-1 is just just luck or random placement in the schedule. That's a really good team, and I'll admit that's a better team than I thought it would be because
All right. Maurice, you there, Maurice?
I'm here.
All right. Sorry, I thought you was twitting. You was twitting Matt Ryan. Last week you was twitting the what's his name from the Chargers too. So.
I can't talk to Matt Ryan. He in London, man. That's international charges, man. Not covered on the data.
All right, we got the Raiders, the Oakland Raiders visiting the Cleveland Browns. Now, this little bird in the locker room, Johnny Manziel, wants to start. I don't know what's going on. I think he's tired of being the bench guy.
Oh,
but because the Browns are at home, I got them beating the Raiders. Only because they're home.
I got the Browns beating the Raiders at home in Oakland, on the Mars. I gotta beat them. I gotta beat them everywhere. But
Oakland
wouldn't it be
last week?
Wouldn't it be a perfect world if the Browns traded Manziel to Oakland and then Oakland moved to Los Angeles?
No,
I mean, the NFL would implode. Goodell would need a new pair of underwear if that happened. It was just a perfect scenario.
The Browns need to trade Manziel to Houston, point blank.
I wish they
Point
would.
blank.
I wish they would.
Point blank. All right, next game. We got the Colts, the Indianapolis Colts, at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Boy, Big Ben looked good on Monday night against the Houston Texans. I'm going to tell you this. They used all their receivers. The Davion Bell did his thing. I don't think it stops here. They will beat the Colts. And it's going to prove my point that the Colts are pretenders.
I still like, because like I don't get it. I mean, this is a hard one to pick because I don't really like the Colts too much either. But the Steelers are a terrible team. Like, to be honest, I think the Steelers are the only one because Houston was an equally terrible team. You know, like because they turned the ball over inside the 5-yard line twice. Like that's like
right.
on consecutive drives. So I mean, like that definitely helped pad the lead that they build up before halftime. So I don't think Indianapolis makes those same type of turnovers in those areas. I think Indianapolis should win this game against the Steelers. Steelers are a terrible team. They've already lost.
Wow.
To the Bucks and the Browns. I don't trust them at all. I expect them to win at home against the Texans because it's Texans. But I don't think they can beat. I don't think they can beat Indianapolis.
We will see with that one. I think the Steelers woke up. I think they really woke up. We have the Green Bay Packers, your contending team, your contender, visiting the New Orleans Saints in the Superdome, a place where a lot of visiting teams does not win. You got to be a special team to win that. Now, here's the thing, Maurice. For some reason, I have the Packers winning this football game in the Superdome. For some Aaron Rodgers' weapons is more crispier than the Saints than Drew Brees' weapons. I know that Kenny's still back. The running game, Pierre Thomas is out for 2 or 3 weeks with a sprained shoulder.
Where is Graham?
Yeah, it happened today. They announced it today. Ingram just came back from a hand surgery. I don't know how the carries are going to work with him and Corey. So I have Green Bay winning this football game.
I also have Green Bay winning this football game. Like it's funny because like I saw before the season, I saw the Saints as just going to be in the average team. After seeing them play, I know they're going to be a below average team, and below average teams lose to good teams like the Green Bay Packers. So I don't think it's going to be close. I think that it'll maybe in the first quarter, they'll match like the first opening drives, but after that, Green Bay's just going to dominate it. I think like that Superdome's going to be quiet.
Let me ask you a question. Give me a score in this game. Give me a score. I'm very interested.
Honestly, with the Saints defense, I would see Green Bay winning this game 35-24.
Oh, that's not a dominating game.
Well, I mean, when it's not. I mean, like.
I thought you meant like both sides. I mean, like,
yeah, I don't mean like blown out, but I mean like winning convincingly. I feel like it only like that last touchdown Thanksgiving being like garbage time. Put it like that.
Listen, with those two teams, high offense, I got 14-7 Green Bay. Just playing. Now, it's going to be a high scoring game. It'll definitely be. Last game, Monday Night Football, we have the Washington Redskins visiting the Dallas Cowboys. This game was tough to me to pick. It's a trap game. It's a trap game. You got Colt McCoy. He's going to be the starter. He's from Texas.
Texas.
They looked good last week at home against Tennessee Titans. This is a good football team. Got Deshaun Jackson, Andre Roberts, Pierre Garçon. This will be a good football game. But I have the Dallas Cowboys winning this football game at home to go on 7-1.
This is a joke. because
What?
like this is a joke. Because Washington, this is their second Monday night game this year. Why are they getting put in prime time? I don't understand that they're not a good team. They
Rivalry
They
weekend.
weren't projected to be a good team, and like they're going to get slaughtered in this game, especially like the game is in Dallas, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
yeah. They're going to lose by 20 points. It's not even going to be that close. Like Colt McCoy, there's a reason why he was the third string quarterback behind RG3 and Kirk Cousins. Man, like watch, you're going to see that like it's not going to be close. Like I don't understand why Washington even get put on TV. I don't understand. Because like they're a terrible team.
I give them credit. They beat Tennessee last week, man.
They beat Tennessee. Who cares? They beat Tennessee.
Did you see Colt McCoy in Texas? They called him the magician.
Could beat Tennessee. Me and 10 other guys on the street could beat Tennessee.
I don't know,
you
man.
Me and Sean could beat Tennessee at home. Like we got to play at home.
Trap game.
All right, guys, you got to wrap it up.
All right, give me a score. Give me a score for the Dallas game.
Dallas game, I say Dallas wins 30-10.
Oh, wow,
30-10, wow.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's not even close. It's not even close. It's not even close. Orakpo is done for the season. Brian Orakpo is
pretty good, though.
Yeah, Kevin will play.
Come on, man! Like this is ridiculous. Like it's got to be a joke. Like the NFL is trolling us by putting Washington in multiple prime time games. I mean, and plus they was on a Thursday night game, so that means they had 3 prime time games.
That is true, but you know what?
What?
But you know what? They are a good team. They just gotta, it's a trap game. This is a trap game.
They're not a good team. They're not a good team. What you're doing is just hyping them up, just so it'll make the win look that much better for Dallas. That's what you're doing.
Listen. It's gonna be a hard-fought NFC East game. Sometimes playbook doesn't even matter. It's a hard NFC East game. They have weapons. Listen, I'm just saying this right now because if I come next week on the show and my Cowboys have a loss, everybody's gonna act as if the Cowboys played a crappy team. It's really, they're not crappy.
They play a crappy team. They're
not crappy. Colt McCoy can ball. He can ball. It's just he hasn't.
Colt McCoy can ball. I almost snatched my Ethernet cord out of the computer.
He came from Cleveland. Come on, it's Cleveland.
I almost snatched my Ethernet cord out of the computer, and we even said that. Colt McCoy can ball now? Like, what? Like, what
he can ball, man.
He cannot ball. He cannot ball.
Listen, I'm saying, then you got Morris out there. You got Doug Young. You got Reed, the tight end. They got weapons on offense. All you need to do is manage it. That's all you need to do. Dallas this is gonna be a good game.
It's not gonna be
a good game, man. It's gonna be a good game, man.
It's not gonna be a good game.
I guess you got to
but you know what,
guys.
All right.
What?
Yeah, Mo.
Oh yeah. Well, I was gonna say that we definitely did touch on some things that are probably going to be topics for next week. We're definitely gonna have to do that Peyton versus Aaron Rodgers thing because I mean like that
needs homework to do. You gotta come with stats. You gotta come with proof. You gotta come with pieces.
You already know. You already know I'm gonna come. You already know I'm gonna come with stats. Like, I might have tablet on deck. I'm gonna have tablet on deck. Not only that, but I feel like we're gonna be talking about another controversy next week. Watch. This Jamal Charles avoiding the concussion protocol to be let back into the game. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. That's not supposed to happen. Listen. That's going to be. We're going to be talking about that next week. Somebody's going to get fired over that.
Listen, I'm going to tell you who knew about it. Trish knew about this stuff. Y'all ain't hear this from me. Trish knew about this. Don't say nothing. Don't tell nobody. But I'm going to tell you this. Nobody. But definitely with that, and that's very important. A lot of these stars, they don't want to they don't want to lose their jobs.
Yeah, right.
So It's a very normal thing, but we'll keep it. We'll keep that for next week as well.
Yeah.
We definitely have some good games coming up. We got to see if the Seattle Seahawks are going to come out and start winning. Prove that
They better come out.
For Sean's sake, they better come out. The Cowboys can they continue their winning streak? Can they beat the teams they're supposed to be? We have the Atlanta Falcons in London playing against Detroit, which I think Atlanta will win that football game.
They better
Do the things they're supposed to be doing, and also Thursday night football is going to start off. It's going to start off the NFL week with the Chargers against the Broncos.
That's going to be the best.
That's going to be
the best Thursday night game all season.
Yeah.
Cancel all other Thursday night games. That's going to be the best one.
Hey! Thanksgiving, baby. Cowboys in Philly. Watch it.
I don't know.
Hey, don't hate cranberry sauce. The cranberry. That's going to be good, too. That's going to be good, man. That's going to be a good game. But we definitely have some good games coming up. And let's all keep looking at the trade, all the trades that can happen. There's been rumors going on that the Buccaneers may want to trade Jerry McCoy. The Lions want to trade Ndamukong Suh, all fairly. Each one of them, because the contract is up. One of them.
They're not going to trade. They're not going to trade Suh because his tag is too much. Like his contract.
If he agrees to be construct a contract, he's able to do it.
He's not.
And then also, there's rumors also saying that Andre Johnson may ask for a trade as well.
He should have did that like last year. I'm not sure why he waited for it.
So far we have two trades that's happened. Yeah, Percy Harvin to the Jets, and we had the Patriots lost what's his name Chandler Jones for a month. So they gave a 4th round pick to the Tennessee Titans for Akeem Ayers, who was one of their brightest stars last year, but he just don't fit the defense this year.
Yeah.
The Titans. So
because he hasn't played.
That was definitely good. So, yeah, the same. And also the Cowboys released Michael Sam. According to the team sources, he just didn't fit into their plans as far as the defensive linemen they have. They have DeMarcus Lawrence coming back. But I hope the brother gets a job somewhere.
I wish Atlanta would call him with swallowing pride. Like, yo, we need pass rushers, dog.
But that could be another topic. Who could pick him up
next week?
We need pass rushers.
Right. So he's released from the practice squad. But I'm gonna tell you some past history. A lot of times when the Cowboys release players from practice squad, what they do is, if there's about to be a big roster move and you need to hold a spot for at least a week or two, maybe a trade or something like that, they always get you back on the squad. So it's been said just because they release them, they're gonna just forget about them. So remember the trade deadline's coming up, and there's been rumors of Ndamukong Suh, Jerry McCoy, and with DeMarcus Lawrence coming back, I would love for the Cowboys to try to trade for Jerry McCoy.
Well, anyways, guys, we gotta wrap this up.
We gotta wrap this up, y'all.
Running a little too long, but I mean, it's a good show. Let's keep the hype up. Yo, Tim, Mo, anything else?
Nah.
Yo, Giants.
Yeah, next week.
Giants. Go see
7-1.
All right.
7-1.
We out.
Yes.
All right.